Hey guys, it's Apollo here, and it is time for a deck update. This time, Alden. So, I have been contemplating to do this deck update simply because, well, there has been a different direction that Alden has been going to. Which, if you guys don't know right now, Alden's more focusing going on the grade 3 base build. So, a lot of people have been telling me that it's becoming similar to Bastion, and I will say, if just ahead for you that Alden, even though it's based like going in the direction it became a grade 3 base build, it is nowhere near like Bastion. I'll just say that first. You will see later in this build how I managed to play around with the ratios and the new card support here and there, and I'll explain in my opinion on why I think Alden is not like going to the direction of how Bastion is. So with the release of DZ-BT10 and DZ-BT11, there's a lot of new support that Alden has gotten, and as I said, it's now become more of a grade 3 based build. Although to be frank, it's not as much of a crazy compared to like Bastion. I'll just say it first. So without further ado, let's go into the deck profile. So the white line is unchanged. I mean, starter, I run the new Atmos. I mean, the FR, if you guys know. I saw the FR Tranquilia, so you can when you roll back when Soldiers for top her him, you can look at the top 5 for a grade 2 or greater unit, grade 2 or greater card, put in hand and shove it deck. If you did not, you in charge 2. Studios, so you can top 5 to get your ability board quick on the field, and the main guy being Alden, so essentially allowing you to have the protection ability and allowing you to bring your board at the same time, also giving you the multi-attack from calling your cards from your hand to put it back and swapping them back in your hand at the same time. So the right line is unchanged. I will not say here, and that's that. Okay, so here are the grade 3s. So the grade 3s are pretty much what makes Alden this card build right now. So in a second go. Okay, there we go. Alright, so for the grade 3s, I still run 3 personas, obviously. I mean, why would you not? I used to only play 4 Rationale. Rationale is still basically your draw engine of the deck, and yeah, it allows you to multi-attack as well when you stack on top of her, really. So essentially, it gives you a fire tag for Alden himself. So here's the other grade 2 I run. I run 2 as a shield, how's I call it? Yeah, it's the grade 3 dual archetype support for Bastion and Alden from DZ-BT10. So his skill, when this unit is placed on your circle other than in the battle phase, you can counter +1, so +1, call a grade 3. If you call a grade 3, you draw 2. So essentially what this originally is was meant to replace the original, like the rearguard Alden back in DZ-BT11 for Bastion. Although in this card it has a second ability, which I shall say right now. Continuous on Vanguard cycle, if you have a Vanguard with Alden or Bastion in its card name, for this turn this unit gets intercept and gets 5k power, 5k shield. So essentially 18k base and 5k shield as long as you have an Alden Vanguard. So I get that that Alden is now going to the grade 3 S build, which I will just show right now. I actually play 4 of the Iltits, so I'll go with it. So basically, I know that Alden is going to a grade 3 build, and to be frank, if Alden is going into that direction where it's becoming a grade 3 build, then I have no choice but to follow it, really. I'm not saying it's like Bastion or it should replace Bastion, because Bastion is its own build in its own way. I would say this is a totally different build, and you'll see later on what I play, and you realize that there's somewhere on the lines it's not like a full grade 3 build compared to Bastion. So I'll pay for it today. This is a promo. I hope this will get reprinted in for you guys during the next festival booster, but I'm pretty sure it will be. So his first skill, continuous on Vanguard circle. If your Vanguard is a Bastion or Alden, a greater Bastion or Alden, this unit gets boost. Second skill, on Vanguard circle, once per turn. When this unit during a battle phase, if your rear guard has been placed in front of him or withstood by a Vanguard's ability, you can, if your Vanguard is a grade 3 or greater Bastion or Alden, you can stand this unit, and at the end of the turn, you put this unit in your soul. So essentially, it is your soul builder / your booster restander. So it allows you to build soul and also grease the board. So being a 13k booster is pretty good actually, and build soul as well. His first skill, when this unit is in a guard circle, you may reveal a Bastion or Alden from your right deck, and if you do, or if your Vanguard is a Bastion or Alden Vanguard, this unit gets 5k shield. So essentially it's 5k shield even though it's a grade 3. So it's what it is. I mean, these 6 cards already have 5k shield as long as Vanguard is back. This is a 5k shield always when you have a Alden your very deck right in Vanguard. This is however is only doing if your Vanguard it's a Vanguard with Alden. So which is why I only play 2 of this, because there has been some instances where I kinda am in a pinch, whatever I want to call. It's a bit like finicky to call a great tree in certain situations, but later on, if you get after a while playing all this, you'll get used to it, and then it's not that bad actually. So there's that. So let's go on the grade 2. So the grade 2 here is the new grade 2 from the new set. It's Aval. So Aval's skill is that continuous during a turn. If your Vanguard is a grade 2 or greater Alden, this unit get a boost and +5 as the power. Second skill, at the end of battle, this unit attacked or boosted. You may reveal an Alden from your right deck. And if you do, or if your Vanguard is a grade 2 or greater Alden, you put this in your soul, look at the top 5 cards for a grade 3 or greater card that's not a Regal's piece, put it in your hand and shuffle your deck. So, also built and this essentially replaces with Jeff once in my deck. So, essentially you have now 8 cards that pump this soul. So, pretty crazy. And it allows you to filter a lot of this deck. So, you realize that, this deck, even though is focused a little bit more on grade 3s now, it does filter a lot, which I would say is pretty good in that sense. I still play for DZ-BT11 because DZ-BT11 is still your tanky shield for your Alden, and also the fact that when you stack it on top of another unit, you can give it a second. You just should review the Vanguard really. And here is the thing that I have seen people cut out. It is fine, but also personally, I still think it's important to run him. I still play for Ermac. So Ermac, even though yes, it's a one-time thing where the moment you place by an ability. It's essentially when you come with Alden and Impression now, it becomes a 45k sector, for 55k if your personal right is turn. So yes, it may become useless after that one turn, and he will not useful. He will not be used at all after that. I still think that he's a good finisher. So I still play for him because he can still finish your opponent off. And the fact that he has retribution means you can just immediately intercept him and then call in a new Vanguard on place of it from the where Ermac used to be. So I think Ermac still is a good finisher, or situations a card that can push for a lot of power. And you soon realize that in this deck, the power creep is gone a lot more compared to before. So I think it's still pretty reasonable to play Ermac in this case. I still play my recipe of choice between Green and Sky. You can play. I think ideally I'll play Twin Cast, but because you're not recycling stuff back to the deck or anything, I think you can just play the Green and Sky. And it's basically a cycler slash a shield and a draw card in a sense. So there's that. So for the grade ones, the only normal unit grade ones I want to do is for Gragon. If you want, you can play 2 Gragons to 3 run. I've tested it, and actually, depending on situation, you can play that. Although I would say, yeah, I think actually, if you want to, you can play 4 Gragons if you want a full power burst, or if you want that consistency wise, you can play 2 V1 and 2 Gragon. Alright, so I play 4 PGs, ideally one of them being Elementaria. My OT of choice, I play the blue OT. So triggers, ideally I want to play 45 crits, but I have 2 for now in this deck. It's fine, I'm not playing this deck competitively. Free shield fronts. I've seen people play the Solon fronts, the one that came out back in DZ-BT11. You can play that if you want to pump soul, but to be fair, this deck pumps a lot so pretty fast, so it's not really necessary. And I play 4 vanilla heals. So yeah, that's it for my deck update on Alden. So even though, like I said, now Alden's going in the direction that it becomes a more grade 3S build, the playstyle is not like Bastion, or it's not becoming like Bastion. I'll just say that first, in my honest opinion. So I had a lot of fun with this deck. I mean, you can try it out. I mean, yeah, I get it. Some people don't like the fact that Alden is becoming somewhat like Bastion in a way, and I totally get it. To me, it's just like, if it's going in the direction, I might as well just go in that direction, see how it goes. And I think it's worth a shot to try if you were to ask me. And yeah, that's my deck update. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like it, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.